Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute, but your girl is back. And I'm so excited to come back on here with, spirits. And I'm so happy. I have so much energy and I haven't been posting because I haven't been like super motivated to post. And I just didn't want to post something that you guys were going to be bored about. And if I don't want to make it, yeah, I'm sure you guys didn't want to watch it. But it's kind of dark in here. I'm so sorry for the lighting. I'm trying my best, but it's really gloomy in Houston, Texas right now. It's like really rainy, so I work with what I can have. So here we go. Let's get started. Today I have a story time for you guys about the time that I straight up walked out, quit, dipped out, know what I'm talking about, 3 in the afternoon, dipping. Okay, I'm gonna stop. But yeah, this is about the time that I just walked out of a job that I fucking hated. Sorry for cussing. But yeah, why is it getting so dark in here? Ah! Okay, I had to move the camera in front of the window because yeah, the lighting is just horrible. But yeah, let's just get on to the video. So like I was saying, this is about the time that I literally walked out. I was working as a barista at a coffee shop. I'm not gonna name the coffee shop because I don't want to be sued. But yes, I worked at this coffee shop. Let's just say it's either Starbucks or Dunkin', okay? You choose. So I was working at this coffee shop. I literally got hired on the spot when I went in. I went in and I just did the application and I just really needed a job. So I was just job hunting all day, I remember. And I just straight up like gave the application. He was like, you could sit down and we can have an interview. And I was really hyped. I was like, oh shit, like right after I gave him the application, it was already an interview. So I knew that I was gonna either get the job or just get the job. So he's like, so he asked me questions, yada, yada, yada. The interview was like 5 minutes and then he was like, when can you start? Like he was desperate. Like I was like, oh, okay. I was like, ASAP, I guess. And he's like, okay, well come in Monday, which it was already Sunday. So he's like, come in Monday and be here at like 8 a.m. and we can just train you and you can get started. I was like, okay, cool. Yay, I have a job. So I went on and dipped out to the car and I was so happy. I remember calling my friend. I was like, hey girl, I got the job. So I was just really happy. So the next day I pull up at 8 o'clock and I was really excited. I was like, okay, they're gonna train me. This is gonna be training day. This is cool. Training days usually last like a couple hours. And I was like, all right, it's gonna be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So I go in and I see hectic going loose. Like everybody's going crazy. So let me remind you guys, it's a franchise. They bought this place and they owned it. So like it was just 2 brothers. I guess you can already figure out what kind of like place I was working at because I just said that, but it doesn't matter. It was 2 brothers. They owned it and they were both really like assholes, like straight up assholes. They were yelling at women. They were really demeaning to women. I'm not gonna say what race they were. Yes, I am. What the fuck? They were Indian and they were really racist. Not racist. What am I saying? They were really like demeaning just to women. That how their culture believes that they still look down to women. I don't know if they were. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble because I don't know exactly what they believe in, but I just knew that they did not like women. And like they hired nothing but women and they treated like slaves pretty much. They treated us like slaves there. I'm not kidding. So I walk in, there's like 4 girls working there. Everybody's like doing the most. Like nobody has a specific job. Everybody was running around from coffee making to sandwich making to register, like back, like just going everywhere. And I was just like, oh, like I come in and he doesn't even have a chance to like literally sit down and speak to me. He's just like, go to the back and like watch one video and then when you're done, come out here and help. And I'm just like, okay. So I go in there, watch a video. And as I'm done with the video, I'm like, hey, I'm done. He kind of rudely was like, didn't I just tell you to just jump in? And I was like, wait, I don't know where anything's at. Literally, he did not train me for anything. Like, he didn't tell me where anything was. He was just pretty much like, hop in and help. So I pretty much just jumped in and kind of like looked around where the coffee was and he kind of showed me real quick. He was just like, okay, the coffee's right here. These are the sizes, small, medium, large, and you fill them up. Here's the cream, here's the sugar. And he went back to like helping. And I was like, okay. So I'm making the coffee and I'm just kind of nervous because I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. So I know it's pretty simple. You're like, girl, it's just coffee. You put sugar and cream and that's it. No, like people were like ordering mocha lattes and all this crazy stuff, and I was just like, oh my god, I don't know how to do this. So I remember my like coworkers were kind of helping me out. They were like, hey, like this is how you do it, like trying to help me. And I was like, okay, I was trying to get the hang of it. And like, it was just really hard for me because no one trained me. It was my first day. I watched one video and the video had nothing to do with training. And I'm just pretty much lost. This was my first day, guys, my first day. Let's move on to the second day. Second day, I go in. Again, he's just like, hop in, get a headset. Now we're moving on. We're putting on headsets. He's like, try to learn the register because you need to learn the register for the drive-thru. So I was just like, okay. So I'm looking at the register. I'm trying to learn. And he's like, take the order. Like, as soon as he told me that, I was like, I don't know the register. You literally told me 5 minutes ago to learn it. I did not learn. He's like, I don't care. Take the drive-thru. So I'm taking the order, and I'm like, hello. I don't even know what to say. He didn't even. I just popped it in my head. I was like, I guess I'll just say the name, and I was just like, hi, welcome to La La La. How are you doing? And he's just like trying to tell me like, hurry up, like you're not quick enough. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm trying to take the order. They're ordering like the most like difficult order I've ever taken. It was like a mocha latte frappuccino with no sugar, 5 this, 5 that, and then it was like the sandwich, like I wanted with a croissant, not a bagel, this and that. It was just like super hard. I didn't know where anything was, and I'm messing up, and as I'm messing up, he's just looking at me like he's trying to like kill me with his eyes, and I'm just like, I don't know where anything's at. And he's just like, I don't care, you hurry up, blah, blah, like you should know by now, like trying to let me know that I'm fucking up because it's my second day. I was like, what the heck? So I'm looking at the coworkers and they're like, don't mind him, like he's just like that. And I'm like, what? And so then I pretty much have a breakdown, and like throughout the day I was just trying to do the most, like trying to get the orders. I was getting them wrong, and he's yelling at me in front of customers. He was literally screaming at me in front of customers, like he gave no fucks. He was like, what are you doing? You don't know what to do, like throwing stuff. Like I was like, boy, you cannot own a restaurant, like you just don't have the temper for it. But like he was just freaking out, and everybody there, it wasn't just like he was like singling me out. He was yelling at everybody there, like everybody, and everybody was talking back to him. They were like, shut up, like I got it, like pretty much like it was just like if you didn't like talk back, he was gonna walk all over you. So I was just like, wow, this is great. So my third day, I go in and I'm just already iffy. I'm like, I'm about to quit, like this is not worth no like $7, like this is just not worth it. So my third day, he's like, I need to train you how to cook. So we're literally jumping from here, there. He's trying to get me to learn everything so I could be like one of the other minions that work there and do everything. And I'm just like, these places, you either work like one station, like I've worked at plenty of restaurants, and I know you work either one station and like help out, but you do not try to do everything yourself. Like it's just not. So he's trying to teach me how to cook, and he teach me for like 5 seconds, showed me where everything was, and then was like, okay, figure it out. And so he leaves me in the cooking area by myself, and I'm just sitting there like, what? So orders are coming in. He's like, make the sandwiches, and I'm just like, okay. And like I'm trying to read the prompter, and everything's like, you know, they shorten it, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm just like, okay, so I'm making stuff, burning myself, like making the wrong thing, and people are complaining. They're like, this is not my sandwich, and he's yelling at me, screaming. At this point, this other girl comes in. She had been working there for like maybe a month, and I realized this because she told me, she's like, yeah, everybody here is pretty much new. I'm the only one that's been here the longest, and she had been there a month. And I'm like, the longest? I was like, people don't last. She's like, when I came in, it was just me, him, and some other person, and they quit. And I was like, wow, red flag right there. So she comes in, he's screaming at her. I'm just like, it was about time for me to leave. So I was just like, do you want me to help out? She's like, no, you need to leave before he like screams at you because you did something wrong. And I was like, wow. So I dip. I'm already going home, kind of like, should I just get another job? This is not worth the stress. So I'm pretty much like, you know, like iffy about it. I'm like, no, Crystal, you got to push through. Just go for the 4th day. If it doesn't work out, it just doesn't work out. Little did I know that my 4th day was gonna be the worst day. And I come in my 4th day and I'm freaking out. I already knew in my gut that something was gonna go wrong. Everything that day was going wrong. Like stuff, since I woke up, stuff was going wrong. So I go in and he's already pissed at somebody else, like a coworker. He's screaming at her, yelling at her. She starts crying. I'm literally standing there like, is no one gonna like say anything? So everybody's pretty much scared of him to say anything. So I'm just standing there like, okay, I guess we all just stay out the way. So I'm standing there just like, okay, so I'm just doing stuff. I literally was there for 2 hours until the incident happened. 2 hours, and then so I was making coffee. I accidentally gave somebody like a large instead of a small, something like that. And he's like, are you asleep? Are you asleep? Wake up, like screaming. And I'm literally standing there like, oh my God, like what is wrong with you? He is screaming at me so hard. I don't even know if it was because of the cups. I don't know what I messed up on. I messed up on something stupid. But he was screaming so hard. So he takes the cup, slams it, and the coffee spills all over my pants, my shirt, everything, and it's boiling hot. I'm not kidding. It was fresh coffee. I had just brewed it. It was hot as fuck. I literally was screaming. I was like, what the beep? I'm not gonna curse anymore because I can't curse that much. But anyways, I was like, what the beep? I was like, why are you doing this? Like, you cannot do this to your employers. I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, I was screaming. I went off for everybody in that place that didn't have the guts to go off. I was like, what is wrong with you? Like, I was screaming so loud. People in the dining room area, they were like, looking at me. The coworkers was like looking at me. I was screaming. I was like, I took off the headset, threw it. I was like, I'm done. I quit. You're crazy. And if I have like burn degrees, like I'm going to sue you. And he's like, no, baby, no, like trying to convince me not to quit. And he's like screaming like, no, please, no. And I take off, go in my car and cry. I cried for like an hour. I'm not kidding. So I call my mom, she's like, well, my grandma, I call her, she's like, check if you have like burns or anything. I was fine, I was just a little red. But he calls me and he's like, please baby, come back, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm gonna sue you. So I guess he was scared. And he's like, I see in the cameras that it was an accident. It was an accident, baby. Trying to convince me that it was an accident. And I was like, you know what? I don't even feel like, it's just not worth it. I was just like, whatever, dude, I'm not gonna sue you, but this is stupid as fuck. Like, I'm tired. Like, I'm never working there. And I'm just gonna come back for my paycheck. He's like, no, please come back. You have another day off. You can have a day off tomorrow and then come back Sunday. I was like, no, I am not coming back. And so, little did I know that I was like one of the only, I don't know if I was like, no, I wasn't, but I was like the only one that spoke up, and that like nobody lasted at this place. That should have been my red flag. Like nobody lasted at this place. Everybody quit. And like I finally spoke up and like I just said that shit. And I got my paycheck and I was like, you know what, dude, like I can't believe you run this place like this. And not only did he treat us like shit, he treated like the people like shit. Like he treated like everybody like shit. So like, I don't know, like it was just a crazy thing. And like I hated that job. I hated it with my like guts, passion. Like it was a horrible job. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys that story because I actually went to the restaurant and like I found out that he doesn't own it anymore, somebody else does, and it was like really funny because he probably like got fired or sued or something. Like you cannot treat people like that. Like you, just because you pay them doesn't mean shit. Like it's a human being. Like you can't treat people like that. But yeah, that was just the horrible job I ever worked at, and it was really, really bad. And I still to this day cannot look at coffee the same. Like I don't like coffee, but I just hate it now. Like I cannot look at it because it like burned me pretty bad, and it was a bad day. It was so embarrassing when he threw it, when he screamed at me. It was really demeaning, and people were just staring. It was just really fucked up. But yeah, that was my story time about the time that I quit and I went off on that boss. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and don't mind my little ears. They like go forward. I just can't stop staring at them. But I love you guys so much. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'm sorry that I've been taking so long to upload. It's just me, you know, me, myself, and I motherfuckers that I came with. No, I'm just kidding. It's just me being lazy, and sometimes I don't like feel like doing a video, so like I don't want to post something you guys don't want to, you don't see my excitement, and I want to be excited in the videos. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and muchos besos, amores. Till next time, bye.